Who knows how many people there are? But it is not stopping, folks. This is on Wilshire, the biggest street in Los Angeles, folks. They have shut it down.
Get back! Get back! Everyone who's been oppressed by the system that just wants to silence us. We can't stay quiet. We can't let Trump become our president. We have to rise up. We have to show our solidarity. Black, brown, everyone. Middle Easterns, everyone. This is our struggle.
Failure to stop participating in riot will subject you to the use of force.
From the campus of Riverside City College, this is Inland Valley News.
Do you want to learn how to make a news story? I'm Caleb Calderon.
Sweet wine, sweet music. David Maldonado is all that.
Deals with something many of us have left over from Halloween. That means lots of pumpkins. Check out the action at this year's Rise of the Jack-O-Lanterns, which was held at the Pomona Fairplex just before Halloween.
2016 Rise of the Jack-O-Lanterns was held here at the Pomona Fairplex, where 5,000 hand-carved jack-o'-lanterns were put on display for the public.
Tucker Blanford, a master carver with the event, tells us more.
The Rise is a pumpkin show. It's a family-friendly event for everybody. We have over 130 art pumpkins, which are someones like these that are about 80 to 120 pounds. We have structures that range from superheroes to dinosaurs to a 50-foot-long dragon and a bunch of other really interesting carvings.
We asked some of the visitors what were some of their favorite jack-o'-lanterns.
I think it was probably the horror movies because I'm starting to get into those, and I think they were pretty amazing. And all the creativity here was just amazing. I was super amazed.
Every pumpkin I've come and seen was just great detail. They had a lot of ideas, and there's so many too. You can just walk around and see a bit of everything, from Star Wars all the way to Game of Thrones. It's amazing.
The artistry on display here was spectacular. The event even partnered with Disney to bring you some of our favorite characters. Artist Zach Fajardo tells us how he got involved in pumpkin carving.
It really comes down to just trying it. Honestly, the way that I've been able to get work as a carver and as an artist in general is that I'll spend, hours and days and weeks at home producing work that I can then go and show to people. So it really comes down to just getting some work together so people can see that you can do what you claim you can do.
There were so many awesome jack-o'-lantern designs this year. We're so happy that they came to the Pomona Fairplex. This event was also held in New Jersey, New York, and Boston. For Inland Valley News, I'm Damian Thompson.
Football is football, and this football season has an extra dose of controversy, courtesy of Colin Kaepernick. His silent protest during the national anthem was heard loudly around the country. Eddie Hopkins reports.
Colin Kaepernick, a football player for the San Francisco 49ers, started controversy when he took a knee during the national anthem. When asked why he started this movement, he stated it was to bring awareness to the injustices in this country. I talked to Janet Hill, professor of sociology, to shed more light on this controversy.
I think he took a knee because he saw an injustice being done, an injustice surrounding race in our society. And so he felt that he had to do something, and he had the public forum to do it, and it was his time to do it.
Kaepernick's action has really influenced other athletes to take a stand against police brutality.
And that we are disproportionately treated unfairly. You can't say, well, look at you, Shannon. Look, you play in the NFL and Colin Kaepernick. You can't say one. You can't take athletes and entertainers and say, well, that's what Black America is, because it's not. More of us are unemployed, undereducated, lack health care. lack equal housing. That's real in America.
When capitalism emerged in an ideology called white supremacy. And white supremacy is simply an idea about how we should feel about race in our society. And basically what it has done, it has put a hierarchy on race in our society where whites are at the top and people of color at the bottom. And it's a mindset that we have created in our society. And from a sociological standpoint, we know that race is a social construction where we think that, you know, certain groups should be treated in certain ways.
I'm Eddie Hoskins for Inland Valley News.
Riverside has a vibrant and growing artist population. Our reporter, Gary Alcala, takes a look at a group of artists working together to bring new original art to our community.
There's a group in Riverside that's bursting through the scene of downtown. They're called Locals Only. They hold several events at the coffee shop Back to the Grind, as well as the Riverside Arts Walk. Their goal? It's to reach out to the artists in downtown Riverside to form this huge artist collaborative. Therefore, Locals Only seem to be a perfect fit for a name.
I met Michaela, who was kind of the person who came up with the idea for Locals Only through the coffee shop Back to the Grind. She ended up asking me to be in a film project of hers for school, and we just kind of hit it off. And then like a month or so later, she was like, hey, I want to start this artist collective, will you do it? So I am one of the core founding members of Locals Only, which is an artist collaborative that's trying to bring the art community together in a way that's really, really promoting for everybody. So helping people connect with people that are doing similar things or things that they could collaborate with.
The group is open to all kinds of artists, ranging from different types of musicians, painters, sculpting artists, tattoo specialists, culinary artists, filmmakers, and many more. The list can go on and on. Even on their business cards, the main text reads, "Do you do stuff?" Just to make sure that they don't uninclude the many types of artists that could be out there.
A lot of people who come to our events like aren't artists, so we sit there with like a giant panel that has paint all over and we're just like, dude, paint something, like anything. Everyone has their art.
They are currently working on the next step of Locals Only, which is creating more art-related events such as Art in the Park and The Vault, focusing on music. They constantly update their website with reminders and sustainability blogs, focusing on the downtown Riverside area. Be sure to check them out on all social media. I'm Gary Alcala, reporting for Inland Valley News.
The art of dance is alive and well in the Inland Empire. Our reporter Misty Severi takes a look at the dance ensemble bringing ballet and other forms of dance to the city of Riverside.
Going to the ballet is something a lot of families love doing together, especially during the holidays. Well, now RTC is bringing ballet to the school. Sophia Cadetas was hired 15 years ago by RCC to bring back ballet.
They hired me here as a full-time professor to build a ballet program. We had, my job as an instructor, as a professor, was mainly coming in here and to build a really big ballet program.
When the ballet program first began, they were hugely successful, and they had a wide variety of people coming from various parts of their life.
Ballet queens going to American Ballet Theater, to somebody who has never hardly danced before, with all kinds of emotional problems and real life problems, coming and joining us. And all of these people with the art of ballet, finding support in life. It excited me, it excited everyone. And one of my peers said, you know, I think you should do a ballet ensemble.
Auditions, the first day of spring semester. For Inland Valley News, this is Misty Severi.
Please stay with us after these few messages.
Welcome back. Hollywood is a short trip down the 10 freeway, and for many people here at the Riverside City College, many hope to get an acting career off the ground. Our reporter Liam Rodriguez gives acting hopefuls some
Entertainment. It's become a part of everyday life. Movies, TVs, Global Inquirers. But what do all these have in common, you may ask? Actors. The very heart and soul of any entertainment. Today, we show you how to pursue acting as a career.
My name is Dustin Hoffman. Welcome to my master class. I studied, my roommate Bob Duvall studied, we hung out with Gene Hackman, he studied. What I say to actors when they say, should I study? I say, yes. What else are you gonna do?
What advice do you have for someone trying to pursue acting as a career?
Well, I'm thrilled that you're studying it and that you're studying filmmaking as well as acting. And I think that really is, the fundamentals. You got to learn the fundamentals of acting before you, that's my opinion, before you go out there and venture into the professional world.
There are tons of young able bodies willing to try and keep it a part of everyday life. This career is a rather difficult one due to the vast competition of talents, hoping to become the next big star.
We need to find out who the best people are to show the creative team because they don't have the time to see every single actor that exists.
Okay, there's a few things. One, never pay your agents unless you book a job. If they're trying to get money from you without you getting money, it's a scam and run the other way. Two, there's a lot of rejection, so you just have to be able to take it and roll the punches and keep moving on to the next one. And three, if you ever stop enjoying it, then just go do something else.
There are many actors out in the world today trying to become the next big thing in Hollywood, but the competition makes it a strenuous process. But to the lucky few who make the cut, they're living the dream.
Rich or famous, just so I can be a star.
Get ready. Your acting career is ready to take off just down the 10 freeway. I'm Liam Rodriguez for Inland Valley News.
We here at Inland Valley News are part of a TV journalism class that has gone through some new changes and a new instructor. A reporter and student in the class, Caleb Calderon, takes us behind the scenes.
On Riverside City College campus, FTV Class 45, where students learn to create news packages, and a news show called Inland Valley News airs locally in the Inland Empire. The class has a new instructor, but the same goal.
I really don't know what it was like last year. I just know how I teach, so I know there has to be a difference. When you have a different teacher, it's a different setup. The same way in a newsroom, you have a new news director, you get a new way of doing things. Well, the challenges I think anybody faces coming into a new situation is always going to be there are old ways of doing things. People getting used to the new system.
Some of the different techniques used from last year are a switch to high definition and 16:9. Also, students get more experience editing and more experience on camera.
Well, in your traditional major news station, you're going to see, professionals. They have certain types of shows, certain types of news stories they need to fill. Political. They're doing their show every day. Every day. We're not. Because we have classes, we're students. So we're not doing stories that are done every day. So I want my students to be able to do stories that inspire them.
This year's class is off to a great start, and the program's future looks promising. The school has even hired a new editing instructor.
If you want to join in all the fun, just register for classes. I'm Caleb Calderon with Inland Valley News.
Two more ingredients to a good time. It's great music and fine wine. Joe Villarreal takes us to a winery that serves flamenco music and a side of local agriculture.
We are at the Lawrence Estate Winery in Temecula Valley, wine capital of Riverside County, surrounded by vineyards with lush grapes and harvest activity.
There's been plenty of members that have bought tickets to come here and enjoy the food and the wine and the fun and the music. They should have a blast today. We have lots of wine available today for them to drink, and we're going to be just enjoying the day.
We opened our winery in 2013. So what I did was the first year that we opened, I did an anniversary chair. So it's over here, and what I did is I put every wine club member's name on it from the first year.
David Maldonado publishes his music out of San Diego, California. His passion is for Spanish flamenco guitar, a composer and Emmy nominee. David is also an actor in films. He would like to record a #1 flamenco guitar tune.
The flamenco passion came probably from the bloodline. My great-grandparents are from Spain, and they left Spain in the Civil War in the 30s. So my parents were born in Mexico, and I was born in Mexico. And I have a deep love for Mexico, but somewhere along the lines, you know, it was calling out to me, and I just fell passionately in love with flamenco music.
Salute from Lorenzi Winery in Temecula, California. I'm Joe Villarreal, Inland Valley News.
We have a late-breaking story from our Inland Valley News reporter in the field. Let's go to them now.
50 years ago, Riverside student Sherry Jo Bates was murdered. Her body was discovered by a groundskeeper. Some investigators have tied Sherry Jo Bates' murder to a serial killer. This is a first of a 3-part series in which I will attempt to identify the person known as the Zodiac Killer. In 1960s through the 70s, the Zodiac wrote taunting letters to Bay Area press and police.
They weren't robbed, there was no sexual molestation, and it didn't appear to be a rage killing, so it appeared to be just killing for the joy of killing.
California Department of Justice maintains case open since 1969. Some investigators tie the 1966 murder of Sherry Jo Bates at RCC to this killer. The body of Sherry Jo Bates was found on Terracina Avenue, 2 blocks away from Riverside City College campus. She was stabbed multiple times and her throat slashed with a 3 to 4 inch knife on October 30th, 1966. We drove north on California Street in Riverside, stopping near buildings and places Sherry Jo Bates frequented. St. Catherine's Catholic Church. Watch all 3 episodes as I attempt to reveal the names of men who may have confounded police for half a century. Joe Villarreal for Inland Valley News.
If you have any story ideas you would like us to investigate here on Inland Valley News, please contact us at the campus of Riverside City College in the Film and Television Department.
Or better yet, join the news team here at Inland Valley News by enrolling in classes in the Film and Video Department. I'm Damian Thompson.
And I'm Ashley Brown. Thank you for watching.